21st night of September. Love was changing the mind of pretenders, but she sent the clouds away. Our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing as we danced in the night. Remember how the stars stole the night away. Body, say do you remember? Body, dancing in September. Body, never was a cloudy day. Body, say do you remember? Body, dancing in September. Body, never was a cloudy day. Body, say do you remember? Body, dancing in September. Body, never was a cloudy day. Body, say do you remember? Body, dancing in September. Body, never was a cloudy day.
Right, hello, evening. Oh, I'm getting my cables. Evening. Oh. Yeah, had a bit of a nightmare getting this thing running. It might not work fully. Right, so I have to go in Discord.
And it's doing my head in.
Yeah, it's a fucking nightmare.
Like,
But then you got this
don't get
P.
it.
Lara doing 55s around here.
I did a 58, the only lap I got in.
Oh well, it's still quicker than us.
Did you do a 58? Say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the
It
2
wasn't.
minutes
It
at
was
the
not a
moment.
good. Yeah, it's not. It wasn't a good lap. It was just not bad anywhere really. Like, it wasn't not that consistent.
I just do lots of drifting.
Evening.
Evening.
Yeah, Rem's PC's power supply is blown up.
No way.
He just messaged me then saying one part of it's dead, but another part of the power supply works. So he's trying to put it all back together, so you might be able to actually race.
If it's not his PC power supply, it's his buddy Fanatic power supply.
He's had so many of them.
Yeah,
Isn't
that never died. They just kind of develop weird noises. They just don't.
I was saying to him that must cost them so much money, because it can't just be him who's having so many issues.
Oh, I had exactly the same issue. Basically.
That's it. They're just sending thousands of power supplies out everywhere.
Oh, fine, 3 minutes. Damn. I've not done a lap.
If you like my Easter egg, I left you Will.
I haven't even looked at them yet. But,
You'll find the Easter egg.
I will find it.
Forget to save it.
Know where the circuit goes. Don't know where to brake or anything. I've heard track limits. I know of track limits being.
Well, I done a 58, and that was pushing hard.
The first lap did probably.
So we did some lap training on Saturday for about half hour, and it was just drifting everywhere.
And
Spinning.
Yeah, spinning everywhere.
Spinning everywhere, mate.
the track limits are absolutely horrendous. Then.
Yes.
Yeah, no. I've just remembered there's no chicane in the middle of the.
Yep.
You know, it's so weird. I'm so used to driving on F1 with the chicane there. Like the first time, I was just like, what
Yeah.
the? So I'm braking.
When we did it on Saturday, we were just driving the chicane anyway. Adds the air of fun to it.
I think it'd be better if it was there.
100%.
You just sat there for ages.
Too flat, this track, isn't it?
Yeah, turn 1 is horrible. Trying to find that apex.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like Stevie Wonder trying to find the fucking clitoris.
I reckon he done alright, mate.
But this new secret sauce Sean setup is much better than the CDA one.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. One does a great job with
Yeah, you were saying that.
visibility one.
Ah, I
What
messaged him.
is it? They're the same price.
I messaged him on what was it, Saturday. I said, "Have you got one for brands and PR?" And he was like, "No, I'll make one for you." And he jumped and said, "I've done 6 laps around Paul Ricard. Here's the setup. I'll jump on for half hour and do some hot laps and tweak it and send it back to you." And he sent it back to me after he did about 10-15 laps. Said, "Let us know how you get on." So
He uses a base that he uses for every circuit and everything.
yeah, I know he does a lot of stuff with the Motec data though as well.
Right.
So he does it properly.
Yeah. That's how CDA do it as well.
Yeah.
They,
For some reason,
I was going to say CDA I assume work quite a lot on the engines.
see, on the Porsche stuff, it's the complete opposite. All of the CDA stuff is so oversteering.
Really?
Yeah, the only track I found where it's not oversteering is brands, where it's incredibly understeering. CDA one with brands is just so understeering, you just wash in the front everywhere. And the problem is, Sean then sent me a setup, and I got so used to driving the CDA setup around there, his setup felt horrible because I was so used to just pushing the front everywhere to scrub speed off. Whereas with his setup, I actually had to use the brakes more. But you actually then, your exit speed was better because you get on the power earlier. Whereas with the CDA one, you were scrubbing speed with understeer. So your entry speed's better, but your exit speed's worse. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, it was trying to relearn to drive for last night's race. I was just like, oh, I'll stick with the CDA one because I can do 45 minutes on that. But I will end up hitting a wall if I run his setup around there last night. And I ended up just getting taken out 3 times anyway.
Yeah, I see you get taken out in the last lap.
I think you enjoy it,
Fernandez.
then.
Yeah, I see it on the stream.
I love getting my arse tickled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little bit annoying.
I was actually on for a good lap.
Let's
It
see
is what
if
it-
we can get lapping.
It is what it is. I think both Anderson and Fernandez messaged me straight after and said sorry for punting me. I was like, fine. I'm still going to report it, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you apologising. It goes down a
I
bit.
think it was a fairly clean race last night, though. Mostly it was much better than all park.
Oh, million times better than all park. It's the same old thing of when you're trying to follow but one issue I had, and it's something that you can't police at all because technically they're not doing anything wrong. But I had the same issue at Alton Park in season 1 as I had last night at Brands, and funny enough with exactly the same person, is that I do an early pit stop so I get clear air, and then I came out both times behind fucking Nugget, and it's like, he hasn't pitted, I pitted, and he's holding me up like 3-4 seconds a lap.
But that's you on a bad strategy.
Nah, that's a good strat. It normally works.
I used to do that strategy a lot on F1, but I gave up doing it for that exact reason.
You're on the left.
Yeah, when I did it there last time at Brands, it worked really well. I did it at Nürburgring, and it worked really well. But then at Alton and Brands, I come up both times behind Nugget, and he just held me up so much. And I had and Kev Shallis pitted behind me, and he then came out 5 seconds ahead of me. We both did a 1 litre splash and dash because he does the buttons on the steering wheel for ignition and starting the engine. 5 seconds he was ahead of me when we come out the pits.
I do those buttons and I feel like those down faster when I set it as a...
Yeah, but he did the buttons and he was 5 seconds ahead. And then that meant as I came down the start finish straight, Anderson pulled out right on my bumper as I was hitting the brakes into turn 1. And then that was it. I got sat behind him for the rest of the race. Couldn't get past him. The 2 times I did get past him, he punted me.
I'm going to finish this lap.
I'll see you in there.
But so I'll jump in and pull you all in.
Team 1 getting a chance.
Ah,
Valid, man.
Adam, did you download my updated version of my livery at all? If not, it's not a problem. Molson. He's there, he's just not talking. Called him by his real name, doesn't answer. Just because if he didn't download it, I'll run the pink livery, but if he did, actually
Yeah,
I like
you
my...
can download it.
I like my new pink chrome one though, it does look really good with the matte black. Not there. Let's jump in. I'll move across.
There we go. You all hear me?
Yeah, we can, Adam, yeah. Did you
Oh, I
download?
couldn't hear you guys.
Ah, right. Did you re-download my new Gravel Edit livery that I just put in the chat today?
No.
Could you?
Yeah, I can.
Perfect.
Let me find the livery channel. I'll grab it.
Thank you very much.
Was it not? Did it not show up right on stream? I don't know. I thought I saw you saying it didn't, but
Yeah, I messed up when I put the folders in. I didn't do the folder system correctly. So there was
gotcha.
There was a folder within a folder that shouldn't have been there.
Gotcha.
So I think TG messaged me last night and said that was the issue. So I re-uploaded it again, made the same issue again, deleted it and then re-uploaded it again. it's 3rd time lucky. But yeah, it should work now because the colours will carry across because it's a colour scheme from in the game, but obviously it doesn't then put across the actual decals, does it?
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, he's already pulled me in. I was just about to say I'll jump across. I said 3 times I'll jump across and pull you across. Cheers, mate.
No worries.
Oh, I'm so fed up with these track limits. It's ridiculous.
So is the
Watch that. I've got to watch that.
on drive-throughs? Is drive-through you get for track limits in it?
Drive. Yes.
Yeah. I was about to say stop-go would be a bit of a piss take.
Have you seen that there's they're doing the peace event tomorrow?
It's 23rd they go live, isn't it?
What cars is that? Is that the new Porsche?
Yeah, Porsche, Audi, Ferrari. In
Nice.
I will be running that new Porker. I know it's going to be a lot slower, but hey, I'll run it in the Euro series. It'll be good fun. I think Rob said he's going to run it as well. He'll probably get a couple of others to run it in the Euro series. Means you'll have technically 2 races to follow, Adam.
How's that?
Because you'll have the slow cup car Porsches and then the main race.
I know.
Isn't that
The
just
fun part's
slow
telling the difference
Porsches?
between the two when I'm an idiot.
Biggest fun.
Right, let's just get going with the drivers' briefing. Welcome to those that have joined the drivers' briefing. We're obviously at Paul Ricard today. Don't know, hopefully you've done a few laps there. Track limits are very strict. So a friendly piece of advice, try and make sure you're not running over the curbs with all four wheels. You'll get a penalty. Drive once every lap, which is what we all will be doing anyway. Yeah, it's the standard race format, 10-minute practice, followed by 15-minute qualifying, and then a 30-minute race. There are no pit stop requirements for the race as every week. Same. No need to pit unless you obviously get drived, which you will do. Yeah, as always, please respect yellow flags. There's a yellow flag you're coming up to. Make sure you're prepared to avoid a collision, avoid an incident. Blue flags, please make sure you're respectful. We've had a few issues recently with people, I don't know, being necessarily the most cautious with each other. So please just make sure you're respectful, and if you're being blue flagged, that you let them pass without impeding too much and safely. And if you're doing the overtaking, please safe and clean. I don't want to see people lunging up the inside from miles back to try and get past that kind of couple of corners earlier. So just make sure it's safe. Any questions on the blue or yellow flags or anything? Let's go.
No, you're good.
Nope. Definitely something I noticed yesterday, and obviously different track and everything, guys, but I noticed yesterday the yellow flags, and Will said yellow flags. I watched an incident yesterday where somebody spun, the flags were yellow, and nobody slowed down coming around the corner, and it turned into a 5-car pileup. So just food for thought.
Hey, Kevin. You too. Here we go. Yeah, if you have any incidents, report them via the website. There is a link, the third most recent link in the PCACC announcements. Report them via there. You have to provide your own video. So if you don't provide the link, we can't review the incident. We don't have the time to go through and finding the lap corner that you're wiped out on. We need you to record the incident and upload it with a link. So it's M as default on your replay, and it saves the past 30 minutes. So if you have any issues, just hit M on your keyboard. Right, have I missed anything? Are there any questions?
9 o'clock it starts for me then, since we're European time.
Yes, it starts in 26 minutes.
Awesome. I can finish my match. That's great.
I'll restart the server at the dot of 8 o'clock. Once it restarts, that'll be the only restart, so just rejoin and I'll put an announcement out in the PCACC announcement, and you can join the server. We'll have 10-minute free practice. Rush to get in and set laps, use the attempts circuit, or you can join minutes of free practice. I don't care, as long as you join before the end of qualifying.
Cool. We will have a live stream again this eve with Molson, or
Indeed.
your wife doesn't allow it, Molson.
No, this will be the last one for Euro Trip though, because she's starting next week. She's working out of the house. We're sharing space, so I can't be streaming and talking while she's trying to work. So unfortunately, be my last Monday one for now, until I figure something out.
If somebody wants to step up to the plate, we'll discuss it.
Cool.
Alright, well, have a good race. Drop any questions.
Cheers, guys.
Look,
Cheers, mate.
Good. Bye.
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 Good luck.
Okay.
Empathise with that.
Evening.
Evening.
How's it going? Well,
Yeah, not bad. Busy.
I've had a good practice around Budapest, and then JP just told me it was at Paul Ricard.
How did you not realise it was Paul Ricard?
I don't know. I think it was just incompetence.
at least he's modest.
Of all the tracks that you could have missed, this is probably the worst and hardest.
I don't mind. I'm just going to return to the garage and refuel my car.
Did the driver's briefing.
Did we
Basically,
miss that?
yeah. Basically, don't do it. don't avoid yellow flags. Those yellow flags don't crash into the person that's already stranded. There's no pit stop, and be respectful of blue flags. We're getting loads of issues at the moment with people either being too aggressive when they're being overtaken or way too aggressive when they're doing the either way around. If you're lapping people, which you probably both will do, or if you're being lapped, which either of you might do if you get a penalty when you're being with track limits, because it's horrendous here, just make sure you're not. Don't like lift off just to come out of the corner to let them pass. If you're going to do anything, just down them really fast straights, just going to move to one side and then roll half throttles.
Yellow flag is activated. Yeah, that's what I tend to do anyway. I then roll off nearer the end of the corner, straight rather.
Yeah, and then you try and push them into a very tight angle into the corner, saying that I'm not going to make it easy.
I'm only 1 second off down Nicky, and he's just, I'm sure that's not his fastest lap. I'm 4.5 seconds off the leaders.
That's decent, that's pretty good. They're doing a mid 55 fast.
Yeah, I'm doing mid 50, well, late 59s.
That's decent, I was
Yeah, we're doing exactly the same time at the moment. I've done a 59.8 and he's done a 59.8, I think.
And I've done a 59.9.
Oh, was it 59.9?
Yeah. Well, I've done a 59. I've done an invalidated lap, so a little bit quicker, but not a proper one.
It's going to be by far the least attendance place because everyone hates full car.
Do they? I don't mind it.
Why does everyone hate it?
Track limits are really.
Is that because it's all tarmac and people push the boundaries a bit?
You put like 4 wheels over the curbs and you immediately get a good point. At any point, pretty much.
Alright, well, I'll just try not to do that then. I'm just trying to work out where my braking points are.
Yeah, I'm fine that stuff. I haven't misspecified it.
Yeah, I'm on my 4th lap at the moment.
You got 20 minutes.
This is the qualifying over.
Yeah, I'm down.
Was that actually qualified?
No, it's not wait.
Okay.
Done a valid lap, James.
Oh, I have. It wasn't a very good one,
More valid than mine that.
More valid than this one I'm doing as well.
though. Oh, slightly. seconds up at the moment. Not that that makes a good lap, but that'll be a 59 if I stay on this. Not that I'll get to the end.
Just about when you get to the end.
Session is over.
Session's ended. Car must be stopped. Call menu. Right. What's this?
I just restarted.
Does that mean that I have to load my setup again?
No?
Okay, I'll just load it again then.
I don't think so. I think mine's remembered that I have the same amount of fuel and stuff. I'm going to give myself some more tyre pressure though.
Alright. Maybe it would just.
Yeah.
Where are you, Tony? I need a tow.
I'm just going out the pits now.
Okay.
I'm in a red McLaren. What are you driving?
I'm in a blue BMW, blue and orange BMW.
Are you out the pit out already?
I'm just going out now.
Oh yeah, I see you're one car in front of the one. We got a car between us.
Oh, okay.
That's me behind you.
Alright, let's see if we can do something that looks like a lap between us.
Oh, it's certainly impossible.
I'd be inclined to agree, don't worry.
What's the slipstream like down here?
Dunno, let's find out. Pretty good for you by the looks of it.
The yellow flag somewhere. Oh, it's
That
there.
will.
Who is it?
Dunno.
Dunno. Do we have to brake for this corner, Tony?
I just knock it down 2 gears there and then scream it round in 4th. That's what I tend to do. Down into 3rd.
How is everything?
And then I knock it down to 2nd with high revs around the last bit.
I kept it in 3rd round there.
I think the BMW.
Sorry, Tony. My bad.
Yeah, I'm a bit slower around there, whether you are. I lined it up for the exit. You see, I mean, it's interesting because I'd probably like to get rear-ended by others at that point.
Will was completely right.
All right, now where do I brake here? 150, 100. Ah, someone's nicked the pin. That wasn't very good.
No, it wasn't, was it?
But at least it's still valid.
Yeah, mine's still valid, just.
What was your race number when you were racing?
118.
It was 118.
Yeah. It's because when I bought the bike, it had 18 on it, and then I was like, ah, fuck it, let's just not change the number. And then obviously Tracy was like, nah, someone's probably going to have that number, because I bought the bike off the other guy, and she thought he might be racing. So I ended up having to be 118, and then it just stuck.
I have no idea why all this.
I think you're going to catch me up around here, because I'm not very good at this.
I don't know.
How was that valid? I was fully off the track.
Oh, I'm fully sideways. I'm drifting all the way around here. Mine's invalid. There was a sidecar outfit I used to help out. He was number 118, that's why I asked.
Oh, okay.
John Bicknell. He was dressed up like a World War II fighter plane with a shark on the front.
Fair enough.
I don't know if you saw it, that's why.
I don't know, maybe. Oh, I did a 58 too.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Here we go. I think we're good.
Oh, I'm
We're not
invalid
too far
immediately.
forward.
I'm sideways.
Do you spin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't pause it now.
That's the guys coming up behind me. I better let them past.
I'm having to rebind everything like 15.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's just like my wheel is
I
just
don't-
not working.
Oh, I see. Oh.
But it's not an issue with the wheel. It's like a game. Game is like.
Turn the whole computer off and on.
Have you tried turning it up now again?
Yeah.
Gain 100%.
Basically my week last week. It's like nothing working.
You're not 900, no. Check what my settings are. Oh, just an FYI, I'm streaming.
What does that mean for us?
Slow
Live
car ahead,
to
isn't
a
it?
whole 2 viewers.
Okay. So we shouldn't be too offensive.
If it's about Mason, it's fine.
Okay, is Mason watching?
Don't know, I should... Right.
Oh, storming 2-minute flat. Oh shit.
Currently, I'm about 10 minutes into all sorting out wheels, going a lot faster than I am.
I guess I can't argue with that.
Oh. Keep validating the lap.
I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point, but as long as you actually get round and you can just look and see what your time was.
Yeah.
I'm 4/10 down on my best at the moment.
Either.
What's your best time?
58.2 at the moment.
58.2. Wow.
Way, that is very sideways.
Keyboard doesn't work. Going on. Right. Yeah, I think we've got everything back.
59.8, that one.
And I'm a long way back in the pit lane. You keep brilliant.
valid lap through?
I am at the moment, but I've only done 2 corners.
Okay. Are you next behind me? I think you are.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really nice. The guys I work with are, I've got early access tomorrow to the new DLC that's coming out on Wednesday. So they're streaming it on their platform.
Catching you up down this straight, James.
Yeah, maybe allowed.
Right, now we've got all the issues sorted, we can actually get a tiny amount of practice in. Or 8 minutes of practice. Don't 7 minutes. Don't worry.
On your right,
You good?
or your left.
Take your pick.
Oh no, 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 I spun. No, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
Tony. Come on.
No better.
This is my problem, I don't cope well with other cars around me.
Need to do more online racing rather than hot lap.
I do,
There's a slow
Oh.
doesn't help.
yellow flag, be careful.
I normally just
about
not
two
back.
laps.
I just can't be bothered. Like, if I just start where I qualify, then I just finish where I qualify. So I normally just start at the back in any of the lobbies.
If I start where I qualify, I'll be finished at the back anyway.
Yeah, you might as well start wherever you end up.
Well, only because I end up spinning and having issues. I may be better off starting at the back, getting myself settled in to the race, and then trying to pick people off.
I just get bored. I just can't drive around in circles for half an hour for no reason. At least if I start from the back, I have some battles.
I might start from the back, just 'cause I don't know the circuit.
Probably start where I qualified this, just actually see like what happens.
Make it a laugh, but hello?
Is that you behind me, James?
Yeah.
Sorry, this lap's invalidated as well because I went wide at the last corner.
A big angle ahead of me.
Oh, my PC froze there for a moment.
Yeah, mine did as well. I think it's something with people loading in. I don't know, it's very strange. It's only happening.
Alright, let's see if I can get a lap in.
Yeah, go on. I'll try not to crash into you then. Do my best.
Well done, mate. Crossing
Okay.
first slow.
I'm only 6. No.
Sure, there's a quicker way around that corner.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Yeah, it seems to be on a fairly decent lap, Tony.
But so far, it's felt okay.
You're on like a
Bad.
mid 58, low 58.
It does. I haven't got to predict it because I haven't put a lap in yet.
Yeah, my prediction is a 58 4. about getting that on the track. Yeah, you're on a decent actually.
A 58.4. Got one lap in.
Yellow flag, be careful there. Session is now over. Tap in validated.
A bit of a buzz. Right, I'm going to sit at my desk for a bit so I can reset. I won't be able to. But if you have anything, say it anyway, and I won't be able to.
Yeah, I'm just going to go and grab my iPad so I got the stream on next to me, so I'll be back in a sec. All right, still there?
Yeah.
Server connection lost. BoX3. I don't know what I do now. I'll just wait.
Will's just resetting the server.
Twitch.
Alright, so there we go. Look,
Okay.
ready.
That one.
Yes, so you need to quit out and then rejoin the server once.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Okie dokie.
It's the same as every week, Brady.
I've only done one of these. So, yeah.
This will be my first one. I think I've used all my can't be asked tokens up already.
I think it's up already.
Oh yeah.
Green light, give it all you
Wait, do we have to do free practice as well? Oh, what is this? This is like an hour. Will, what have you done to me?
What?
I'm giving you hand training.
I've had plenty of that during lockdown.
Right, so loading.
Pedal, and I was like, why is my
Okay,
so heavy?
so we've got 10 minutes of
Hey Zach, I finished up. You go live. I'm going to
practice.
I mean, you could join Zach.
So
We've got
load.
10 minutes of free practice.
I feel like obligated to go out.
You could have a two box 2 leaders in the race.
Alright.
just because Will's number one on the list, and he's knocking off that. Well, crikey, I'm right down this end of the pit lane now.
Is that you behind me?
No, I don't think so.
Ninja's been on. I don't know what that was.
Do you think everyone would be upset?
Oh,
if
yeah,
we
yeah.
went
Yes, I am. There's a car between us, but yeah.
They'd be upset if what?
What's that?
Oh, you went. Oh, sorry. You just finished up the stream. Yeah, fair point. Sorry, I didn't manage to catch
behind
any
you
of it.
now.
A manic day.
Yeah. Oh, that guy's dead. I don't know. Oh,
I'm glad I
come
can
back again.
provide the cover for BoX3.
Just took off and went through the scenery. Turns out it's
Oh,
like
goodness.
Dorian in
Is it a green track?
disguise.
That's horrible.
This is where I use my superior straight line speed.
Don't forget it's a green track. So it's very slippery at the moment. And superior straight line speed has never been said about the McTac.
It seems fast to the. I know he's got slipstream, but he seems to get more slipstream from me.
So what are you using the setup?
Yeah.
I'm closing on you. I'm closing.
This is going to be a disaster.
All right.
How about that for some taking drift?
Impressive.
Alright, here we go then. I need to turn my Twitch notifications on. They are on, but I don't
I
get
get around
them.
that corner better when I'm following you. Where are you going?
Late Apex.
How late was it?
I'm not sure
I'll
yet.
let you know when I get there.
What Apex?
Right, this is one very mistake. Come on, Mighty Burke.
You definitely did that better than me.
I've got a tighter line through there as well.
All this again. You're getting like 0.4 on me so far this lap.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
All on the left, all ahead.
Well done, mate. This has been impressive, guys.
Turn.
Damn it!
Still green. Like 20 people going on stuff. Wasn't a good exit.
Tony's got it together.
I'm second fastest in the vote now, third. Won't
That's
last long.
decent.
Yeah, fourth fastest. Every time someone crosses a line, I drop a place. .58.3 is what I got.
I'm fine with my time at the moment. I did a 2-minute 2.
Yeah, but you did have me messing you around and overtaking you.
On the straight in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but I probably put you off at the corner at the end as well.
I did very nearly run into the back of you, to be fair.
Yeah.
It didn't really make any difference to my time.
Oh, I like the circuit as
Come
a
on,
circuit.
turn.
Oh,
Slap
Very
is not
soft.
good, Tony.
Have I just ruined your lap?
Nah, I'm invalid.
This guy in front of me is a bit slow. But he's not that slow, actually. He's just holding me up a bit.
I was second up on my previous lap, but it's invalid. So.
Still at green. Yeah.
Did you catch that cone?
Don't know, maybe.
Ah!
Oh, I'm fully sideways.
Do you want me to let you pass?
Nah.
I'll get that guy's bail down now. I've got him putting me off.
Yellow flag, be careful.
That is definitely invalid.
My lap was invalidated a long time before that. Oh, you talking about yours?
Nah, yours.
No, mine was invalidated long before that, so I'm just trying to give up, keep going.
Oh, you're still 6. That.
Are they to be not that far off, to be fair?
Oh! Don't hit that curb.
I see that.
I tend to get better when you're in front of me.
Not green yet? Green. Ah.
I still don't have any braking markers to slow down.
Yellow flag is into
Whee! Nice little twitch there.
Not any different to you in real life, there's no braking. You didn't ever. I used to ask you what your braking markers were in real life. You said, I have no idea. And I feel like it. Or did you? I forgot. Maybe that was. Oh, so I am back. Oh, well, I've not got no visual. Brilliant. Exactly what you want. I'll have to sort it after qualifying. I don't think I can sort it, to be honest. I think it's an easy PC restart. So what? Get through qualifying and I'll stop the stream. Thank you, Steve. I yeah, I have no way of solving that black screen, so I will work out what's going wrong. It was working, then the screen froze, came back black. I'll see if not, I'll just end the stream. You too, though. Good luck. Ah, terrible first corner. Sense there. Realised there was any off-roading to be had at this side. So you can't see it, that was a decent first lap. 55.4. Probably 2.5 tenths up in the first 2 corners, 3 tenths up, 3.5 tenths. A visual glitch then, the guy in front of me decided to disappear into the heather, but then came back. Oh, I lost 3 tenths there. 3 tenths at one of the corners. Yeah, pretty terrible. I was on for a 54.9 as well. And a 55.1 and maybe a 55.2. Guy in first has done a 54.1. What? Guess he is in the McLaren, which will suit this circuit like nobody's business. So flat and aero dependent. Absolutely. Wouldn't worry about getting out of my way, Steve, if you're listening. Have your race. Well, best double whammy. Oh, keep a spin. Yeah. The other wheel. Oh, really terrible. Good art. Ah, dear, that was terrible. Right, I'll try and